Welcome, dear dreamers, to our magical sleep story. Tonight, I invite you on a whimsical journey to a land where magic fills the air, dreams are lost and found, and the impossible becomes possible. The journey begins when the Dream Pedlar honours the magician's invitation to visit him in his town of Kilmore, surrounded by blooming flowers, golden rivers, and shimmering rainbows. Embark on this journey through lands filled with mystical creatures and captivating adventures with the Dream Pedlar. As you settle in, let the vivid imagery of the Nordic land and the calming crackle of the fire relax you. Find a comfortable spot, close your eyes, and let your imagination drift into the magical world of dreams. In a quaint little village, nestled between rolling hills and fragrant meadows, lived Zari, the Dream Pedlar. Zari was known far and wide for her ability to craft the most vivid and enchanting dreams. Her skin was the warm, rich brown of the earth. Her eyes sparkled with 1,000 untold stories, and her long dark hair cascaded down her back like a silk waterfall. Zari's cottage was as ethereal as her dreams. The walls shimmered with an iridescent glow, and the roof was made of translucent tiles reflecting the sky's colours. The garden was filled with flowers that bloomed in every colour imaginable, petals changing hue with the breeze. Trees around her home grew upside down, roots reaching toward the sky and branches diving into the earth, bearing fruits glowed with a soft inner light. Fireflies danced in intricate patterns, casting a gentle glow that illuminated the garden with an ethereal light. Under the moon's glow every night, Zari's cottage would transform into the dream shop. The air would fill with the sweet scent of jasmine and sandalwood, drawing villagers and travellers alike. Her dreams were kept in delicate glass bottles, each one glowing with an ethereal light, promising a night of adventure, love, or solace. Zari always carried a glowing satchel containing her most precious dream bottles and her pet firefly, Loom. Loom, with his golden glow, would flit around inside the satchel, adding an extra touch of magic to her collection. Zari had a gift for sensing exactly what dream a person needed. She would ask a few gentle questions, and then, with a knowing smile, she would hand over a dream that would soothe the soul and inspire the heart. All loved her, a gentle presence in the lives of those who needed her magic. One misty evening, as Zari was in her cottage, she found a small, ornate envelope tucked under her stall's counter. It was sealed with a wax stamp bearing a curious insignia, a crescent moon intertwined with a star. She carefully broke the seal and unfolded the letter. It read, "Dear Zari, you are cordially invited to Kilmore. Your presence is requested for a matter of great importance. With enchanted regards, Majestic." Zari's heart skipped a beat. Majestic's enchanted emporium in Kilmore was a place of legend said to appear only to those truly worthy. Intrigued and excited, she embarked on the journey the next day. As dawn broke, Zari set out on her journey. The path was not marked on any map, but she trusted her instincts and used the power of dreams to guide her. She closed her eyes and whispered a dream spell, creating a path of shimmering light before her. Following this magical trail, she felt a gentle pull leading her forward. The landscape grew more fantastical as she travelled. Trees with golden leaves whispered ancient secrets, and the air was filled with the song of invisible birds. Zari felt a sense of wonder and anticipation growing with each step. She passed through fields of flowers that played soft melodic tunes, each petal emitting a note that blended into a harmonious symphony. The sky above was a canvas of shifting colours, with clouds that changed shape to tell stories of old. Loom, her pet firefly, flitted ahead, lighting the way with his golden glow. After hours of walking, Zari entered an enchanted forest. The trees here were ancient and wise, their branches forming a canopy that glowed with a soft, otherworldly light. But the forest was unlike any she had seen before. Trees stood on their heads, flowers sang gentle lullabies, and mushrooms danced in circles, giggling with every step. As she ventured deeper, she encountered creatures of myth and legend, a unicorn with a silver mane, a family of fairies dancing in a ring of mushrooms, and a talking owl who offered her cryptic advice. "Follow the light within," the owl hooted, its eyes twinkling with wisdom. Zari nodded, understanding that the owl meant for her to trust her intuition. The forest was filled with wonders, but Zari stayed focused on her quest. Loom flitted around her, illuminating the path ahead with a gentle golden glow. She continued to follow the path, which seemed to guide her with a gentle pull until she reached the edge of the forest. Beyond the forest, in a clearing bathed in moonlight, lay the enchanting town of Kilmore, also known as Mist Haven. The village was a magical place where the extraordinary was commonplace, and in the heart of Kilmore, beside a golden river that sparkled like liquid sunlight, stood the magician's cottage and shop, whimsically named Lucian's Enchanted Emporium. The shop was a fantastical building with turrets and spires that seemed to defy gravity. A permanent rainbow arched above the cottage, casting vibrant hues over the landscape. The walls were adorned with intricate carvings of mythical creatures and enchanted symbols. Some windows floated mid-air, detached from the walls, and at times the door swung open upside down. As Zari approached, she noticed a mystical creature outside the shop. This creature, named Figgin, looked like a dog, but was far more extraordinary. Figgin's fur changed colour to indicate the intentions of those approaching, a warning system for Lucian. He could fly as high as an eagle, run as fast as a cheetah, and become a cuddly lapdog when it was time to rest. Sensing Zari's arrival, Figgin's fur shifted to a welcoming shade of blue and green, and he gracefully rose to his feet. He bounded over to Zari, his tail wagging in excitement. "Welcome, Zari," Figgin seemed to say with his expressive eyes and warm demeanour. At that moment, the door of Lucian's Enchanted Emporium opened with a soft chime, and Magister Lucian himself stepped out. He was a tall, elegant figure, with an unusual charm, his eyes twinkling like stars. He wore a flowing silver robe adorned with celestial patterns, and his silver hair seemed to float as if caught in a gentle breeze. "Welcome, Zari," he said, his voice smooth and melodic. "I have been expecting you." Magister Lucien led Zari into the shop, filled with shelves of magical artifacts, potion bottles of every colour, and books that seemed to whisper secrets. In the centre of the room stood a large, ornate mirror. "This," said Lucien, "is the magical mirror. It reveals the deepest desires and hidden fears of anyone who gazes into it, but it also holds the key to the most powerful dreams." The shop's interior was just as whimsical as its exterior. Shelves floated in mid-air, and books danced gracefully from one place to another. Candles burned with flames of every colour of the rainbow, and a chandelier hung upside down from the floor, casting light upwards to the ceiling. Zari stepped closer to the mirror, her reflection shimmering with a golden light. As she looked into it, she saw visions of her past, dreams, and true self. It was a profound experience, and she felt a surge of clarity and purpose. "You have a unique gift, Zari," Lucien continued. "You have the power to bring dreams to life, but there is more you can do. I can help you to harness the full potential of your gift." Zari and Lucien were contemporaries, both respected and admired in their fields. With a graceful wave of her hand, Zari opened a glass bottle containing a dream. A delicate mist emerged, forming shapes and colours that danced in the air, creating a vivid, moving picture. "This dream," Zari explained, "is one of a tranquil ocean where the waves sing lullabies and the stars reflect in the water. It brings peace to the restless heart." Lucien watched in awe, his eyes wide with wonder. "Magnificent," he whispered. "Now allow me to show you some of my magic." With a flick of his wrist, Lucien conjured a swirl of silver light. It spiraled into the air, transforming into a flock of luminescent birds that flew around the room, leaving trails of sparkling stardust in their wake. As the birds circled Zari, they sang a harmonious tune that resonated deep within her soul. Zari gasped in amazement, captivated by the beauty and power of Lucien's magic. "Your magic is extraordinary," she said, her voice filled with admiration. "And so are your dreams," Lucien replied, smiling warmly. "Together, we can create wonders beyond imagination." As Zari displayed her dreams and read Lucien's, she began to understand why Magister Lucien had called her. The visions from the magical mirror revealed a hidden truth. Lucien sought a lost dream, one of unparalleled enchantment. This lost dream was not about world peace, but something far more mystical. It was the dream of eternal wonder, a dream that could rekindle the world's sense of magic and wonder, making every day feel like an adventure. "Lucien," Zari said, "I understand now. You have called me to find the dream of eternal wonder." Lucien nodded, his eyes shining with hope. "Indeed, Zari. Together we can bring back the enchantment the world has lost," Lucien said. To aid Zari on her journey, Lucien used his magic to create a magnificent companion. With a wave of his hand, he conjured a beautiful phoenix bird with feathers glowing with Martian red and moondust silver hues. The bird could become big enough to ride on and return to sitting on shoulders. He will be your companion on this quest. Name him and let his strength guide you, Lucien said. Zari was mesmerized by the beauty and magnificence of her new companion. I shall call him Uzifir, the warm heart, the brave one, she said, stroking the phoenix's radiant feathers. Together we will find the dream of eternal wonder. With Uzifir by her side, Zari set off on her quest. She climbed onto his back, and with a powerful beat of his wings, they soared into the sky. They travelled through lands both known and unknown, their journey filled with enchantment and peril. They first ventured through the Canyon of Shadows, where the shadows seemed alive, whispering secrets and guiding them through the labyrinthine paths. From there, they crossed the Passage of Desire, a river whose waters reflected the deepest longings of those who gazed into it. Their journey took them to the Dwarf Air Pass, a narrow, treacherous path guarded by stone giants. Uzifir's flames and Loom's golden glow illuminated the way, and Zari's dreams soothed the giants, allowing them to pass unharmed. Finally, they reached the volcano of rainbows, a place of breathtaking beauty and immense danger. The volcano's crater glowed with every colour of the spectrum, and at its heart lay the ruby orb, shining brightly and hidden within the fiery depths. Zari and Uzifir faced numerous trials to retrieve the ruby orb. They battled fire spirits, navigated streams of molten lava, and withstood the volcano's powerful eruptions. Zari used her dream spells to create protective barriers while Uzifir fought valiantly with his fiery might. As they reached the heart of the volcano, Zari cast a powerful dream spell, creating a bridge of stardust over the lava. With Uzifir's help, she crossed the bridge and grasped the ruby orb, its vibrant red and magenta light filling the chamber. Zari carefully placed the ruby orb in her glowing satchel, casting an invisible cloak dream spell over it to keep it hidden and safe. With the orb secure, Zari and Uzifir emerged from the volcano victorious. The orb's light shone brightly, a beacon of hope and wonder. Returning to Lucien's enchanted emporium, they carefully removed the ruby orb, its radiant light illuminating the room. They combined their powers to unlock the ruby orb's full potential. As they performed the ritual, the shop filled with a radiant light, and the dream of eternal wonder emerged. A vision of a world where magic was real and every day held new adventures. The dream spread like wildfire, touching the lives of countless individuals. It reignited a sense of wonder and enchantment in people's hearts, inspiring them to see the beauty and magic in the world around them. Communities began to come together, working towards common goals and fostering a perilous spirit. The dream brought joy to the weary, inspiration to the lost, and adventure to those seeking meaning. With the dream of eternal wonder in their possession, Zari and Lucian travelled far and wide, visiting villages, towns and cities. Zari, with her enchanting presence and soothing voice, shared the dream with those she met. She bottled the essence of the dream into glass vials, giving them to those in need. Uzifir and Loom became Zari's guiding light in lands unknown. Lucian used his magic to amplify the dream's reach, creating beautiful displays of light and sound that captivated audiences. Figin accompanied them, his fur changing colours to reflect the wonder and joy the dream brought the people. Together, they performed rituals that infused the dream into people's hearts and minds, planting seeds of hope and wonder. The dream spread worldwide, bringing enchantment and joy to all who experienced it. It reminded people of the magic within them and the wonders that awaited them each day. Many moons later, as the first light of dawn broke, Zari and Lucian stood on a hill overlooking a transformed world. Uzifir, the brave phoenix, and Figin, the mystical dog, stood beside them while Loom flitted around, spreading his golden glow. They watched as people of all backgrounds, races and beliefs wore hope on their sleeves, and magic was once again part of everyday life through the power of the dream of eternal wonder. Zari's heart swelled with pride and gratitude. She knew that her journey was beginning, but she was ready. With the dream of eternal wonder as her guide, she would continue to bring awe and amazement to every corner of the world. And so, dear dreamer, as you drift off to sleep, let the story of Zari, the Dream Pedlar, remind you that dreams can inspire and hope is never lost. May your dreams tonight be spellbinding and filled with a promise of a brighter tomorrow. Good night, and let the calming crackle of the fire lull you into a deep sleep.
Thank you. You